What's going on, guys? Lee Constantino back, and today I'm going to give you 3 reasons why you might not be losing weight right now. The first reason why you might not be losing weight is because you eat too much salty food. Now, you might be dieting right now, you might be in a caloric deficit, you might be killing your cardio, but if you go out to a restaurant, even if you eat under your calories, it can cause an increase in the number on the scales. Now, that's not to say you've gained fat from that one meal, no. It's likely that you've retained a lot of water from eating highly salted food. So that weight that you've gained the next morning might sit there for a day or two, but if you get back on track with your diet, it's going to fall back off because it's only water retention, it's not actual body fat, as long as you've not overshot your calories. So if you're going out for a meal, be aware that it might cause your body to retain extra weight. So when you weigh yourself the next morning, if you're taking your weight, which I recommend, then it might be up and it might mess with your head. So the first thing is not to be alarmed by the weight that you see on the scales, because that is based on the meal you had the night before or the day before, or if you've overly salted your food. So bear that in mind if you're seeing that number on the scales increase up. How much salt are you taking right now, and are you having any added salts in your diet? Okay, so the second reason why you might not be losing weight on the scales is because you're eating way too much fiber. Now, fiber is good for your body. If you're eating too much high fiber foods, like tons of greens in a single portion, it's going to cause a swelling in your stomach. Now, when you drink water at the same time as eating high fiber food, your stomach is going to expand out like this. As your stomach expands, it's going to retain that water and all that fiber in your stomach. So you might notice a slight bloating look the next day or even that evening if you've been eating a lot of fiber, which can dramatically affect the number that you see on the scales. You could gain up to like 5 to 10 pounds overnight from eating too much fiber. So one of the signs to look out for this is check your weight on a daily basis. And if you see a massive discrepancy, if you see a massive increase one day, it's because you've probably overconsumed fiber by trying to be healthy. Yes, there is such thing as overeating healthy food as well. You can eat too much vegetables, you can eat too much chicken too, but if you overeat vegetables, it can cause an uncomfortable bloating, a distended stomach, and a massive increase on the scales. Don't worry though, it can go back down as long as you decrease your fiber intake that following day and going forward. Aim to eat between 20 to 30 grams of fiber per day from those greens and good natural whole foods. The third reason why you're not seeing the scales go down, and it's not to do with anything dietary or your training, it's all about stress. If you're suffering with stress right now in your life, whether it be mental stress or physical stress, those scales can be extremely stubborn if your goal is to lose body fat or even build muscle. So when you're stressed, your body increases cortisol levels. Cortisol is the hormone responsible for burning muscle and holding on, retaining body fat, water, and everything else in your body. So stress increases cortisol levels, which can make you lose muscle, which you don't want to do, and gain unwanted weight. And this is even if you're eating in a caloric deficit, smashing the cardio, training hard, and eating the right foods. If you're stressed right now, it's not going to happen. You're not going to lose weight. So what's the answer to that? It's to manage your stress. Manage what's going on in the external environment around your life, your personal life, your work life. Try and get adequate amount of sleep. 7 to 8 hours is what you want to be aiming for to keep your cortisol levels low and keep your stress levels low. So managing your stress can be a massive factor in helping you lose body fat. It might not be to do with your diet, it might not be to do with your training. It might just be that you are undergoing way too much stress right now, and maybe dieting isn't the right thing for you now. Maybe you just need to be eating healthily, maintaining your weight, and then come back to it when you're in the right mindset. So manage your stress, and you can see the scales decrease without many changes to your diet as it is. So those are the 3 reasons why you might not be losing weight on the scales right now. It might not be to do with your diet or how you're training. It might just be to do with those 3 factors that can dramatically affect the number you see on the scales. So have a think. Are you experiencing any of those 3 things? Are you suffering with stress right now? Are you oversalting your food or going out for lots of meals? And are you over-consuming your vegetables? Leave a comment below this video if you've noticed any dramatic increases in your body weight, and if you've personally experienced these changes that happens if those 3 things are happening to you. I would like to hear from you, so leave a comment and give me a like if this video has helped you today, because I know I've experienced many of these issues and I've always questioned why things are happening, and by finding out the answer I'm able to share it with you so you don't experience the same thing and get really down with yourself and blame yourself for not achieving the goal that you want. Make sure you subscribe to my site leeconstantiniou.com for free videos, workouts and articles that can help you achieve your goals.